This week twab basically focuses on the Crucible. There's a little bit on a new community event that's going to be happening, but there's a lot that Bungie is sharing about the Crucible this week. There's not going to be a twab next week, so all the details that are here is all we'll get till December 1st. Speaking of the community event, no one goes to the Elixir headquarters except for due to the campaign or something like that, so Bungie's introducing an activity for it. There's going to be something called Captain's Coins that you can earn from different activities, so raids, strikes, Crucible, public events. Pretty much doesn't matter what you're doing in the game. As far as you're doing an activity, you'll earn these coins, and there'll be cosmetic rewards to show you how much you've donated just to be able to get your progress, and there's also going to be a ghost shell. The main focus for Crucible was to talk about the playlists, game modes, and maps. So let's break it down. The first thing is the way that the Crucible screen is going to look moving forward. Because Bungie realized that a lot of people wanted to play Clash just as much as they wanted to play Control as the quick play game mode, there will now be a node for quick play 6v6. This is the new playlist, and it would have both Clash and Control, and it would use loose skill-based matchmaking, which Bungie already introduced in Season 18. There's a new node called Competitive Division, which Bungie talks about later. I'll be discussing that later as well. It's a playlist randomly picking Survival, Rift, or Showdown, and these modes showcase a variety of playstyles designed to show how good you really are. The biggest changes to the new Crucible style is going to be that whenever Iron Banner or Trials of Osiris comes up, one of those nodes is going to be taken out. So when Trials of Osiris is active, it's going to replace Crucible Labs, and Iron Banner, when that comes around, it's going to be replacing the quick play node. Now moving on to Engram focusing, there's going to be that now for the Crucible with Lord Shaxx. Crucible weapons that are going to be available for focusing in Season 19 are listed on the screen right now. For Iron Banner, the new game mode is going to be called Fortress. So Bungie has introduced Eruption, they've introduced Rift, now this new one is going to be Fortress, and the core gameplay is going to be capturing and holding zones. They also spoke about Kaido being involved in this, so I believe it's going to be a fun new game mode that's almost going to involve a little bit of PvE. Now, the most important part of this twab, which I'm hoping is the same reason why you're here, because if you've heard about comp getting changed, I've always been a firm believer that if a game that has PvP is going to be good, the competitive section needs to be good, and Bungie's comp scene has been really bad for way too long, so it's nice to see that they're finally addressing it. So finally, Bungie is getting rid of competitive and changing this to the competitive division. There are 7 divisions, each with 3 subdivisions: Copper, Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Adept, and Ascendant. At the start of the season, you'll begin a placement series, so basically you would have to play a few games for Bungie to be able to decide what rank they should put you. The highest that you can get put in for this first season is going to be Gold 3, but in the next seasons, whatever rank you've reached after this placement series, you'll be more closely matched with whatever rank you were in the previous season. Also, even though there's not going to be a pinnacle reward that you get for being at the highest rank, Bungie is still giving you a reason to play the competitive division, which is the returning weapon called the Rose. When you complete your competitive division intro quest, you get a drop with the perk selection that Rose originally had. After the intro quest, you have a character-based weekly competitive division challenge to earn another role, and that's it. You play each week, you play on each character, and you get 3 different roles till you get the perk that you want. The gun's going to be changing a little bit because it's going to be a 140 RPM weapon, but it's going to give you the feels of the 150 RPM like we used to have before. So it's going to be a unique weapon. It's not just another random legendary in the game. I'm going to make a separate video going into detail of every portion of this new competitive division and give my thoughts on it later on. But for now, I just wanted to make sure that this video was short so you get that information to see if there's something in there that you actually wanted to know more about. If you guys check the channel in the next few days, you'll see a more in-depth video on that, and I'll share and discuss and get you guys' opinions on it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for your weekly quick peek of Destiny info.